Okay, so this is my previous set, the set that I'd had for my birthday. You can kind of see where it's starting to grow out. It actually looks pretty good, but I'm going to a wedding this weekend, so I wanted to do a more spring-like set. So I'm just going to do a nice fill on these nails, and then I'm going to do some nail art. So yeah, let's get to it. Okay, now that that is done, I have brought them down as much as I possibly could, and I also took away any lifted parts. I think I need to get like right here, this part right here, which I will. So I'm also going to go ahead and clean up the cuticles. Okay, so now I'm taking my cuticle pusher and I'm just going to push my cuticles back and kind of open up that space so that I could use the drill to get rid of any of the dead skin that lays on my nail bed. This helps my acrylic to adhere straight to my nail and not to my skin, and it prevents lifting, because as your nail grows out, it's going to pull that product off of, if it's on the skin, it's going to lift it from the nail as it grows out. So I have a Melody Susie. This is a great DIY type nail drill, so if you're not a professional, this is a great nail drill for at home, especially since you're only using it on yourself, maybe like a sibling or like your mom or aunt or something, because that's typically my situation. I usually only do my nails. I have done my mother's and one of my cousin's nails, and I typically stick to that, or my daughter's, like I'll do their nails. So yeah, I just use this teeny tiny cuticle bit to get rid of all of the dead skin that lays on my nail bed. So now I'm taking out my cuticle brushes, not my cuticle brushes, my acrylic brushes, and just kind of trying to decide which one I wanted to use. Out of all the brushes I've ever gotten, those were the ones that worked the best for me. As you can see, the nail bed is nice and clean, and these are the products I'm going to use to help adhere my acrylic. This is a nail prep dehydrator from Model 1, and this is the Mia Secret nail protein bond, and for powder I'm using Cover Rosebud by Not Polished. Young Nails. So this is a brush that I'm using. I got this off of Amazon. Everything I've gotten off of Amazon except for my Young Nail products. This is a really pretty like rosy type pink shade, and unfortunately a lot of the footage of me applying this product, I got really close to my face, so it's kind of out of frame, so I plugged in what I could. And you guys will see that in a minute. The first thing I did was actually added the dehydrator and then the protein bond, and now I'm going to start by adding a bead of acrylic to the open area and just smoothing it out to the area that, you know, already has acrylic. So I feel like the pinky nail is the only one I got a pretty decent, you know, amount of footage of me applying that bead. So for my next nail video, I will try to do better. So I just place a bead and then drag it out. It really didn't take a lot of, you know, skill. So now it's time to shape. I go in with two different nail bits or nail bands. I'm just using the I don't know if these are like the buffing nail bands or whatever. I'm not using like a drill bit that has anything special on it. I'm using the coarse one since this is acrylic, and that's just to take down the bulk, so any like lumpy parts, and just kind of even out my nails. And then I go in with a medium grit nail band. I can't remember what this band is called or what this bit is called, but anyways, it's the one where you add the nail bands to it, the nail bits to it. I don't know. So this is the medium one that I use to smooth out the nails, take out all the scratches, and then I go in with a 5-in-1 drill bit to seal my cuticle. After my nails have been buffed, because I did go in with a buffer and a 100 and 180 nail file to just kind of smooth out everything, I'm going to go in with my polish. Now with this polish, I mixed a neon green and a mint green, which kind of comes off blue when it's next to greens. And I was trying to kind of create like this pistachio color, which I did end up, you know, I did make that color, but I didn't like it. So, so what happened was I ended up taking it off. I went in with this base coat by Croc, and then I went in with this Soak Off nail polish, and this is the mint one in the shade 076. But as you can see, next to the green, it does come off more like blue. And don't get me wrong, I love this color. This is definitely like the perfect like spring color, but it wasn't for what I was going for. Since we're in that like in between transitional type situation, you know, it's March, it's not quite winter, but it's also, well, I mean it is winter, but it's not quite spring yet, but we are getting like some warmer days. I just kind of wanted to not go too vampy and dark, but this is too bright. So I did end up changing it to this like lime green. This is a neon green by Model 1, and I'm placing this on the nail instead. You can see I did the other hand with the blue and I didn't like it, so I did end up taking that off and redoing it with this shade of green. So I'm just coating a couple of my nails, the whole nail, and then I did do a couple of French tip ones where it's the exact same shade of green. I did 3 coats and I cured each coat for 30 seconds, and the last coat of the green I did for a full minute just so that it wouldn't bunch up. And then I went in with my blooming gel, and I'm going to add my, I think it's crocodile print. create this darker green, I just went in with a black from Model 1, and then I added a drop of the same green that I used on my regular nails, so this neon green, and I mix that together. I'm going to add blooming gel to the polish, and at this point, this is where like the magic happens. So once you've put this blooming gel on and you go in with your darker shade, I'm going to use, I was using like the dotting tool, but that wasn't working out for me, so I ended up using just my regular old nail brush, and I'm just adding some lines across the nails, and as I do that, the blooming gel causes it to spread. Once it starts spreading, it just kind of creates like this crocodile printed type situation, and I do like the darker shade on top of the lighter shade. What I did learn from doing this is there has to be a distinct contrast between the two colors, so you can't have two colors that are super close together, otherwise it just kind of meshes. And you also want to keep it like in the same type of family. Like you saw when I had like the mint nails and they were kind of bluish, and then I tried to add that green and it just didn't work out. So if you are trying to keep like a color in the same realm, I would use that exact same color and either add white if you want it to be a lighter color, or black if you want it to be deeper, and that just seemed to work out with this nail set. Once you've done that, you can go ahead and pop that in the nail lamp for, I did 60 seconds, and then I added my top coat and I was good to go. So now I'm going to add some gems. I'm using these really cute diamond ones. I'm going in with this Model 1 glue gel, and I'm also using these really pretty like iridescent like lime green and dark like these black like a green shift. So I'm using these too, and I'm just going to start by placing a little bit of top coat and the glue in the area that I'm going to be using. I did add top coat to all the nails that I'm not adding stones to, and I cured those for a full 60 seconds. And then the nail that I am adding gems to, I put the glue in the area first, and then I cover it with top coat. So the entire nail is top coated, but the areas that I'm going to place the gems on have that extra, I guess extra grip with the nail gel glue gel there. So I'm just adding my stones, and this is very tedious, and I do go out of frame a couple of times because I wanted it to look so nice. But once I was done, you can go ahead and add your cuticle oil. This one is from Model 1. It is the lemon one. It took forever to get here, but it is a really nice cuticle oil. So just do that, moisturize your hands, and you are done. Side note, I did cure my nails once I was done with the stones for a full 2-minute cure, just so that everything is fully cured, and that's it. I really hope you all enjoyed my video. Please make sure to like, share, subscribe to my channel, and until next time, beauties, stay blessed.